Losing you was divine intervention, even though it felt like punishment then. This blessing came disguised as heartbreak I couldn't recognize initially. Yeah. Every tear I cried over losing you was actually protection working somehow. What felt like ignored request was really delivered differently than expected. I prayed for you to stay, but the answer was you leaving me instead. This response didn't look like what I wanted, but gave me what I needed. Every night I begged for you back to me desperately from above, but the answer was keeping you away, even though I didn't understand why. This came as loss when I was asking for restoration of us together, but I knew what I couldn't see, that you leaving saved me from worse. Every moment feeling unanswered was actually answered in disguise here. How do I reconcile divine intervention looking like opposite of what I prayed for? Maybe because blessings give what we need, not always what we want here. But this came as heartbreak, making me question if prayers work at all. When losing you felt like failure, but was actually success in protecting me. Losing you was answered prayer, protecting me from future I couldn't see coming. This blessing came disguised as devastation I couldn't recognize as a gift. And every tear over you leaving was divine intervention working, even though it hurt. What I thought was ignored request was actually delivered perfectly for me. That you're leaving before things got even worse was mercy here. This perspective only comes with distance. Time provides for clarity now. Maybe blessings always protect us, even when protection feels like punishment. But losing you as intervention is hard to accept when pain felt unnecessary. This came in form I didn't want, teaching me prayers are answered mysteriously. Every moment thinking I was ignored was actually being saved from worse. Learning blessings don't always look like what we pray for initially. Perhaps divine intervention is always working, even when we can't see it. But this is loss, it's hardest to accept when wanting feels so desperate. When blessings give what we need, but we're focused on wanting what we want. Losing you as intervention is teaching me to trust process I don't understand. Losing you as answer, prayer protecting me from future I couldn't see it. This blessing came disguised as devastation I couldn't recognize as gift. Every tear over you leaving was divine intervention working, even though it hurt. What I thought was ignored was actually lived perfectly to protect me. Yeah, one day I'll be grateful for intervention that came as losing you completely. When enough time passes that I don't see clearly why it looked like lost before. But today I'm learning to trust divine intervention, even when it looks unanswered. Understanding that in losing you was protection from something worse than heartbreak. We were living on borrowed time, the entire relationship I didn't see. This reality explains why everything felt urgent and temporary always. Every moment was stolen from and never doable and waiting for us ahead. I thought we had forever, but we were just counting down from start. We were on loan from the moment we met, but I didn't know it then. This relationship was doomed before it even began, and apparently from start every happy moment was temporary. Borrowed that had to be repaid eventually. I thought borrowed was forever, when really down and ending. This realization changes how I see every memory made together now. We were living all alone and the clock ran out exactly when it should. Every moment I treasured was ticking toward expiration date I couldn't see. How do I accept we were just temporary when I thought we were permanent? Maybe because it felt real in the moment, even though it wasn't actually. But this truth means nothing we had was actually sustainable or real ever. When loans expire, everything built on them collapses like it was meant to. We were living on borrowed time, and I didn't know our time was limited. This relationship was temporary from start, I just couldn't see it clearly. Every moment was stolen from an inevitable ending waiting ahead for us. I thought we had forever, but we were just on that rent. Signs were there, I just ignored them all completely. This relationship had expiration date, I was refusing to acknowledge that. Maybe temporary is better than nothing, but no one changes. I remember every moment is tainted now, knowing it was never meant to last forever. This we had was beautiful despite being temporary and doomed from start. We lived fully and completely, even though it couldn't continue forward. I'm learning this is what you get when timing is wrong, but love is real. Perhaps everything is temporary until it proves it's permanent eventually. But this had deadline built in from the beginning, I didn't see clearly. When loans run out, there's no extension, no negotiation, just ending finally. Every moment was a gift, even though I didn't know it was temporary then. We were living on borrowed time, and I didn't know our time was limited here. This relationship was temporary from start, I just couldn't see it then. Every moment was stolen from an inevitable ending waiting ahead for us both. I thought we had forever, but we were just counting down from the start. Maybe one day I'll be grateful for what we had instead of resentful. When enough distance shows me temporary was better than nothing at all. But today knowing we were temporary makes every memory feel less real. Learning that some relationships are doomed from start, no matter what you do. I think we're both lonely now, in different ways since we split apart. You're lonely in a crowd while I'm lonely, completely alone here. This both lonely reality is ironic when we could have been lonely together. But instead we're both lonely separately, which seems worse somehow. I know we're both lonely, even though you'd never admit it to me now. Your social media shows you surrounded by people, but I see through it. We're both lonely in our own ways, dealing with the aftermath of ascending. You filled your loneliness with noise while I'm sitting in mine silently. Maybe we're both lonely because we lost the person sad when we used to cure each other's loneliness. How did we go from curing loneliness to both lonely in separate spaces? Maybe because together we enabled each other's worst tendencies somehow. But this both lonely reality is teaching me that being alone and lonely is better than being with someone and still feeling both lonely inside. We're both lonely now, just in different locations with different methods here. You distract from lonely while I sit in it, but we're both lonely nonetheless. This both lonely outcome seems wasteful when we could have fixed it together. But instead we're both lonely, proving that sometimes love isn't enough to cure it. I wonder if you recognize we're both lonely, or if you think you're thriving. Maybe you've convinced yourself you're happy while I know we're both lonely. This both a lonely awareness I have might be one-sided like most things were. You probably don't think about whether we're both lonely anymore at all here. Maybe being both lonely separately is healthier than both lonely together was. At least now we're responsible for our own loneliness, not making each other's worse. But this both lonely status is still sad when we started out curing dead for each other. Perhaps both lonely is what happens when two people weren't meant to cure it. And we were just postponing our individual loneliness by being together temporarily. But this both a lonely reality shows me I need to fix my own loneliness alone. Not expect another person to cure something only I can heal in myself. We're both lonely now, just in different locations with different methods here. You distract from lonely while I sit in it, but we're both lonely nonetheless. This both lonely outcome seems wasteful when we could have fixed it together. But instead we're both lonely, proving that sometimes love isn't enough to cure it. Hey, maybe one day neither of us will be lonely when we've each healed ourselves and found people who compliment rather than complete our lives going forward. But today we're both lonely, and that's just the truth about where we ended up. Two lonely people who couldn't cure each other's loneliness. No, no matter how hard we tried. I can't breathe when I think about you. Someone else touching them like you touch me. The suffocation is real, physical pain in my chest, making air impossible to pull in. Every breath is struggle when images of you, and then together fill my mind completely. My lungs forget how to work when I picture you giving someone else what was mine. I'm gasping for air when thought of you kissing someone new hits me out of nowhere hard. This breathlessness is panic attack that comes from picturing you intimate with someone else. Now every attempt to breathe fails when I imagine you touching them. the way you used to touch me before. I'm suffocating on jealousy and loss combined, making my chest tight and lungs unable to expand fully. Hey, this inability to breathe is physical manifestation of emotional pain I'm carrying about losing you. My body forgets how to function when mine is consumed with images of you replacing me completely. Every gasp for air is me trying to survive. Thought of you loving someone else the way you love me. Why can't I breathe and think about you moving on? Shouldn't affect my physical ability to function. Maybe because pain is so intense, my body is responding like I'm actually dying, not just feeling like it. But this breathlessness is showing me I'm not handling losing you as well as I pretend to be doing. Every struggle for air is evidence. Jealousy and grief are literally suffocating me from the inside. Oh, ooh, I can't breathe when I think about you with someone else, giving them what used to be mine. This suffocation is real, not metaphor. My chest tightens and air won't come in when I picture you too. Every breath is struggle and images of you touching someone new fill my mind and lungs completely. My body forgets how to breathe when I imagine you loving someone else the way you loved me before. I'm trying to control my breathing, but panic comes when I can't stop picturing you with them together. This suffocation is happening multiple times daily whenever thoughts of you replacing me surface up. Maybe I need therapy for this breathlessness, but admitting jealousy is physically harming me is humiliating. But this inability to breathe is real problem when thinking of you causes actual physical distress daily. Every moment of suffocation is me losing control over my body's basic functions because of you. I'm learning breathing exercises to manage panic, but they don't work when images of you two appear. This breathlessness is teaching me about how emotional pain manifests physically in ways I can't control. Perhaps I should stop thinking about you with someone else, but thoughts are involuntary and consuming me. But this suffocation is happening regardless of whether I wanna think about it or desperately try not to. Every gasp for air is me fighting my own mind that won't stop creating images of you replacing me. I'll breathe easier eventually, but today every thought of you with them is literally suffocating. I can't breathe when I think about you with someone else, giving them what used to be only mine. This suffocation is real, not metaphor. My chest tightens and air won't come in when I picture you both. Every breath is struggle when images of you touching someone new fill my mind and lungs and chest. My body forgets how to breathe when I imagine you loving someone else the way you love me always. Maybe I'll breathe normally when enough time passes to thinking of you doesn't trigger panic in me when images of you with someone else don't make my chest tighten and lungs forget how to work right. But today I can't breathe every time I think of you, and I'm suffocating on jealousy, killing me slowly. Learning that heartbreak can literally take your breath away, making suffocation real, not just metaphor. I'm bound in chains, unable to break free. No matter how hard I pull, these restraints are keeping me prisoner. When I desperately need freedom here, every attempt to break chains fails because they're stronger than my force. My chains are what's keeping me trapped in prison I can't escape from. I'm pulling against chains, trying desperately to break free from restraints. These bonds are too strong to break, no matter how hard I'm pulling here. Every attempt to escape fails because chains are keeping me prisoner completely. I'm trapped, unable to move beyond length of chains binding me to this place. These restraints are a prison without walls, keeping me captive to bonds alone. My attempts to break free fail because chains are stronger than any force I have. Every pull against restraints proves chains are unbreakable, keeping me trapped, breakable. Why am I in chains when I need freedom to move beyond this prison here? Maybe because restraints were placed deliberately to keep me captive and trapped. But these chains are showing me escape is impossible when bonds are unbreakable. Every failed attempt proves chains are keeping me prisoner. Only now are keeping me prisoner. When I desperately need freedom from here, every attempt to break chains fails because they're stronger than my force always. My chains are what's keeping me trapped in prison I can't escape from ever. Bound to escape from ever. I'm trying to break chains, but restraints are the stronger, overcome alone. These bonds might be permanent when no amount of force breaks them at all. Maybe someone will free me, but chains seem designed to be unbreakable here. But these restraints are teaching me about how captivity can be permanent state. Every failed escape proves chains are keeping me prisoner without hope of freedom. I'm accepting chains because of breaking them seems impossible without help arriving. These bonds are teaching me about how some prisons have no escape possible. Perhaps chains will break when someone helps me, or I find key to unlock them. But these restraints are currently unbreakable, making freedom impossible to achieve. Every pull against chains proves bonds are stronger than any force I can use. I'm prisoner, accepting chains might keep me captive forever without breaking. I'm bound in chains, unable to break free. No matter how hard I pull here, these restraints are keeping me prisoner. When I desperately need freedom now, every attempt to break chains fails because they're stronger than my force ever. My chains are what's keeping me trapped in prison I can't escape from it all. Maybe chains will break when I find key, or someone helps free me finally. When enough help arrives that restraints are removed, giving me freedom back. But today I'm bound and pulling against chains that won't break, keeping me prisoner. Learning that some chains can't be broken alone when restraints are too strong. I'm pulled over crying too hard to drive safely right now here. This breakdown is happening because song triggers memory of you. Every moment is me falling apart in the car when I should be driving. I'm stuck, unable to continue because grief hits suddenly without warning. I'm here hyperventilating about losing you out of nowhere just now. This crying is dangerous, but I couldn't keep driving through it safely. Every breakdown happens when I least expect it. During normal day, I pulled over because grief ambushed me at 60 miles per hour. Suddenly dislocate, this one isn't safe, but it's safer than crying while driving highway. I'm watching cars pass, wondering if I'll ever be okay again, ever. Every moment is me completely losing it in the semi-public space here. Why am I here when I was fine 5 minutes ago, driving normally? Maybe because breakdown shows grief hits without warning, never at all. But this crying is showing me I'm not as okay as I pretend daily. When random triggers can put me here, unable to function properly now. Oh, I'm pulled over on the side of the road, falling apart because grief hits suddenly. This breakdown is embarrassing for safety right now. Every moment reminds me I'm not healed when I can't even drive. I'm stuck here, unable to continue until this wave passes through me. I'm calling a friend to talk me through this breakdown right now here. This crisis is showing me I can't predict when I'll fall apart completely. Maybe these moments will decrease when I'm further from losing you. But right now this is my frequent stopping point during drives lately. This location isn't ideal, but breakdown doesn't care about convenience. Every crying session is me learning grief has no schedule or warning. I'm here again this week, proving healing isn't linear at all anymore. Perhaps these breakdowns are necessary releases of emotion I'm suppressing. But this frequency is concerning when it happens so often lately here. When I'm using roadside as parking lot for grief I'm carrying everywhere. Every moment is showing me I need better coping mechanism badly. I'm pulled over, falling apart because grief hits suddenly without warning. This breakdown is embarrassing but necessary for safety right now. Here every moment reminds me I'm not healed when I can't even drive safely. I'm stuck here, unable to continue until this wave passes through finally. Maybe one day I won't need these stops when I process this fully. When grief doesn't ambush me while driving a queer an emergency pull over. But today I'm here again, crying over losing you months ago. Still learning that roadside breakdowns are part of grief nobody warns you about. Our love went up in smoke, disappearing in the air, leaving nothing behind. This dissipation is complete when substance becomes invisible vapor, gone forever. Every attempt to hold smoke fails because it slips through fingers always. My smoke is what we became after burning too hot and consuming ourselves. I'm watching our love turn to smoke, rising and disappearing completely away. This vapor is all that remains, a fire that burned hot between us before. Every attempt to capture smoke fails because it's already becoming air now. I can smell smoke reminding me something burned, but substance is gone forever. This dissipation is complete when solid love became invisible vapor, and when my hands hold nothing but smoke that's already disappearing into atmosphere. Every moment is me watching last traces of smoke fade, leaving nothing disappearing. This piece of us becoming nothing but air now. Our love went up in smoke, disappearing in the air, leaving nothing tangible behind. This dissipation is complete when substance becomes invisible vapor, gone forever now. Every attempt to hold smoke fails because it slips through fingers every time. My smoke is what we became after burning too hot and consuming ourselves completely. Capture smoke, but vapor is already gone in the air around me. This dissipation can't be reversed when smoke has already become atmosphere here. Maybe I should have saved something before it burned, but smoke is all remaining. But this vapor is teaching me about how love can disappear completely into nothing. Everywhere's gone is proof nothing solid remains of what we were together before. Accepting smoke because you can't capture vapor that's already become air. This dissipation is teaching me about how things burn and become nothing but smoke. Perhaps smoke will settle as ash, but vapor seems gone completely in the air forever. But this dissipation is total when nothing remains of solid love we had before. Every wish disappearing is us becoming nothing, leaving no trace we ever existed. I'm watching smoke fade, knowing soon nothing will prove we were ever fly together. Our love went up in smoke, disappearing in the air, leaving nothing behind us. This dissipation is complete when substance becomes invisible vapor, gone completely. Every attempt to hold smoke fails because it slips through fingers every escaping. My smoke is what we became after burning too hot and consuming ourselves totally. Maybe smoke will leave stain, but vapor seems gone without trace of ever existing. When enough time passes, that even smell of smoke fades, leaving no evidence. But today smoke is rising, and I'm watching last traces disappearing in nothing. Knowing that some love becomes smoke, that it disappears, leaving no proof it existed. I finally stopped fighting for us when I realized I was fighting alone. This stop fighting surrender came after months of trying by myself here. Everyone told me to stop fighting earlier, but I couldn't give up on us. When I stopped fighting, it meant accepting you'd already given up long ago. I stopped fighting when exhaustion exceeded hope about us working out together. This stop fighting moment was me waving white flag after losing battle alone. For months I fought for us while you watched me fight without helping at all. When I stopped fighting, you didn't even notice because you stopped fighting first. Oh, this stop fighting decision was necessary for survival, but felt like failure then. I fought so hard for us, but stopped fighting when I realized it was pointless. This stop fighting surrender is me accepting I can't make someone stay who wants to leave. Why did I keep fighting when you'd already stopped fighting so long ago? Maybe 'cause stopping fighting felt like giving up on everything we built. But this stop fighting reality is that I was fighting alone the entire time. When one person fighting can't save a relationship that requires two people trying, yeah. I stopped fighting for us when I realized fighting alone was destroying me. This stop fighting surrender is accepting I can't make you want me back again. Every moment I fought alone proves you stopped fighting long before I did. I finally stopped fighting, and that's the healthiest decision I've made about us. Feel lighter without burden of solo battles. This start fighting relief was unexpected when I thought it would feel like loss. Maybe I should have stopped fighting sooner before wasting months trying alone. But stop fighting now is better than never stopping fighting at all. Yeah, this stop fighting decision is me choosing myself over fighting for someone who stopped fighting for me long ago without telling me they're giving up. I stopped fighting and I'm finally free from exhausting battle I was losing anyway. Perhaps stop fighting is what acceptance looks like in relationship endings. But this stop fighting took longer than it should've when I was stubborn. When I kept fighting thinking somehow my solo effort would be enough for both. But stop fighting is admitting one person can't carry entire relationship alone. I stopped fighting for us when I realized fighting alone was destroying me. Yeah, this stop fighting surrender is accepting I can make you want me back again. Every moment I fought alone proves you stopped fighting long before I did. I finally stopped fighting, and that's the healthiest decision I've made about us. Maybe I'll look back and be proud I stopped fighting when I finally did here. When enough time passes, that stop fighting feels like strength, not failure. But today I stopped fighting and I'm grieving the relationship I couldn't save. Even though stop fighting is necessary step toward healing from you finally. I heard someone laugh today. It sounded exactly like yours and I froze. This sound transported me back to you instantly, completely automatically. Every similar laugh that I hear stops me in my tracks unexpectedly. I'm haunted by strange and reminding of your laugh I'm forgetting. Someone in coffee shop sounded so much like you, I turned around. This trigger proves you're always on my mind, even when you're not. Every similar sound that I hear makes me think of you immediately here. I'm searching for your laugh in strangers, which is probably unhealthy behavior. This moment today ruined my afternoon. After I realized it wasn't you, your laugh haunts me through stranger approximations everywhere I go daily. Every reminder shows me I'm still carrying you everywhere, constantly here. Why does stranger sound affect me so deeply when it's just random coincidence? Maybe because resemblance proves I'm hypersensitive to you still everywhere. But this trigger is showing me I'm not healing as well as I thought. Every moment is evidence you're consuming my subconscious entirely now. I heard strangers laugh today and thought it was you before reality crushed me. This sound was so similar, it transported me back to when we were us. Every resemblance is painful, reminder of what I lost when you left. I'm haunted by strangers everywhere I go, reminding me of your voice. I'm hypersensitive to similar sounds, not always listening for yours in public. This obsession is me unconsciously searching for you everywhere daily. Maybe this will stop affecting me when your laugh fades from my memory. But right now, stranger sounds trigger immediate emotion response I can't control. Every resemblance gives me false hope and disappointment immediately after. This pattern is teaching me how deeply you're embedded in my mind. Stranger sounds can be powerful trigger when you're missing someone's voice. Perhaps this triggering is normal when someone's voice is deeply missed. But this sensitivity is showing me I'm still very much not okay yet. Every moment is me being reminded you exist somewhere without me now. I'm hearing you in stranger because I'm desperate to hear you again. Someone today and thought it was you before reality crushed me badly. This sound was so similar, it transported me back to when we were us. Every resemblance is painful, reminder of what I lost when you left me. I'm haunted by strangers everywhere I go, reminding me of your voice daily. Eventually strangers won't trigger me when I've forgotten what you sound like. Enough time passes that your laugh fades from memory, you're alone with everything. But today someone destroyed me and I'm still reeling from the trigger. Learning that stranger sounds can be powerful, unwanted reminder of person you lost. Tears are only language left when words can't express this pain. This crying is constant release, powerful pressure building inside me. Every tear that falls is piece of grief escaping through my eyes. My tears are a river flowing endlessly without any sign of stopping ever. I'm crying tears that won't stop flowing, no matter how much I want them to. This constant weeping is exhausting, but tears keep coming without end in sight. Every tear is carrying piece of pain out of a body that's too full of grief. I can't stop crying even when I try, because tears have their own will now. This river from my eyes is never-ending proof of how broken I am inside. My tears are only honest expression of pain I can't put into words anymore. Every moment of crying is me releasing grief that's drowning me from inside. Why do tears keep flowing when I've cried enough to fill an entire ocean already? Maybe because grief is too big to be expressed any other way than endless crying. But these tears are showing me pain is deeper than I thought it was before. Every tear that falls is proof I'm not healing, just releasing grief constantly. Tears are only language when words can't express this pain inside. This crying is constant release. Oh yeah, for pressure building up in my chest. Every tear that falls is piece of grief. Oh yeah, escaping through my swollen eyes. My tears are a river flowing endlessly without any sign of stopping ever now. Tears, but crying is body's automatic response to this pain. These tears might never stop when grief is too deep to be cried out fully. Maybe crying will end, but right now tears are all I can produce daily. But this weeping is teaching me about how pain needs to be released somehow. Every tear is necessary release. Even though I'm exhausted from constant crying, I'm accepting tears because stopping them would mean keeping all grief inside. This crying is teaching me about how some pain is too big for anything but tears. Perhaps tears will stop when grief is finally cried out completely from me. But this crying is currently endless, making tears my constant state of being. Every tear proves pain is still too big to be contained without releasing. I'm crying and accepting tears might flow forever because grief is that deep. Tears are only language left. Oh, when words can't express this pain I'm feeling, this crying is constant relief. I'll yearn for pressure building in my chest. Every tear that falls is piece of for you escaping through my eyes. Here my tears are river flowing endlessly without any sign of stopping at all. Stop when grief is small enough to exist without crying. When enough time passes, that pain can be contained without constant release. But today tears are flowing and I can't stop crying no matter how I try. Learning that some pain is so deep only tears can express. What words can can express. I'm dying of thirst for connection. You're not providing anymore here. This dehydration is killing me. When I'm desperate for any drop you'll give. Every moment without connection is me getting more parched and desperate. My thirst is unquenchable when only source of water is refusing to pour. I'm dying of thirst, desperate for connection that would keep me alive here. This dehydration is unbearable when I need water and you're withholding it, yeah. Every moment without connection is me getting more parched from thirst increasing. I'm begging for single drop, but you're watching me die, refusing to pour. This thirst is killing me when only source I have is deliberately withholding, yeah. My dehydration is complete when I'm too weak to search for water elsewhere. Every moment of thirst is me dying because you won't give me what I need. Why won't you quench thirst when you used to pour generously before this? Maybe because withholding is power you're using, making me desperate and weak. But this thirst is showing me I'm dying from dehydration. Only you can fix, you can fix. Every moment without water is me getting closer to death from thirst you cause. I'm dying of thirst for connection. You're not providing anymore to me. This dehydration is killing me when I'm desperate for any drop you'll give now. Every moment without connection is me getting more parched and desperate for you. My thirst is unquenchable when only source of water is refusing to pour anything in your find water elsewhere, but thirst has made me too weak to move. This dehydration might kill me before I find alternative source of connection. Maybe I should leave before thirst kills me, but I'm parched beyond moving. But this thirst is teaching me about how dependence becomes dangerous weapon. Every moment of dehydration is me understanding I need water from other sources. I'm accepting I'm dying of thirst because your only source refusing to pour. This dehydration is teaching me about how withholding connection can kill someone. Perhaps I'll find water when strong enough to leave you and search elsewhere. But this thirst has made me too weak to move beyond your reach right now. Every moment of dehydration is me dying because you're refusing to give me water. I'm dying of thirst, waiting for you to pour, knowing you're watching me suffer. You're not providing anymore at all here. This dehydration is killing me when I'm desperate for any drop you're giving me. Never deep, never be, never me. Every moment without connection is me getting more parched and desperate always. My thirst is unquenchable when only source of water is refusing to pour for me. Maybe I'll find water when thirst forces me to leave you and search desperately. When dehydration becomes painful enough that I find strength to move beyond you. But today I'm dying of thirst, too weak to leave person who's watching me dehydrate. Learning that thirst is weapon some people use by withholding connection you need. Torment is constant suffering that gives me no relief or peace. This ongoing torture is making every moment feel unbearable to endure. Every breath is filled with torment that won't stop or lessen at all. My torment is suffering that continues without any end in sight. Ever, I'm living in torment that gives me no relief from constant suffering. This ongoing torture is making every moment unbearable to continue enduring. Every second of torment is me suffering without any break from this pain. I can't escape constant torture, making torment my permanent state of being. This ongoing suffering is worse than acute pain because it never stops. My torment is continuous, making me suffer every single moment without relief. Every breath of constant torture is me enduring suffering that won't end. Why is torment so constant when suffering should have breaks between pain? Maybe because torment is continuous torture without relief, making it unbearable. But this constant suffering is showing me torment is ongoing without stopping. Every moment of torture proves torment is suffering that continues forever. Torment is constant suffering that gives me no relief or peace at all. This ongoing torture is making every moment feel unbearable to endure. Every breath is filled with torment that won't stop or last and ever. My torment is suffering that continues without any end in sight. I'm trying to find relief, but torment is too constant to escape from. This ongoing torture might be permanent when suffering continues without stopping. Maybe torment will end, but constant suffering is all I can feel now. But this torture is teaching me about enduring when suffering won't stop. Every moment of torment is me understanding continuous suffering is unbearable. I'm barely surviving torment because ongoing torture is too much to endure. This constant suffering is teaching me about how torment is continuous torture. Perhaps torment will end when suffering finally stops giving me relief. But this ongoing torture is currently continuous, making relief impossible. Every moment of constant suffering proves torment won't stop or end. I'm tormented, enduring continuous torture that gives me no break ever. Torment is constant suffering that gives me no relief or peace ever. This ongoing torture is making every moment feel unbearable to endure. Every breath is filled with torment that won't stop or lessen at all. My torment is suffering that continues without any end in sight. Maybe torment will end when continuous suffering finally stops completely. When enough relief comes, that ongoing torture is replaced with basic peace. But today torment is constant and suffering continues without any break. Learning that torment is ongoing torture without relief, making it unbearable.
2 years later, and I'm still not completely over you like I should be. It's 2 years later, milestone feels shameful when people expect me healed. But 2 years later, hasn't been enough time to fully let you go from my heart. I'm supposed to be fine 2 years later, but I'm not there yet, somehow still. 2 years later, I still think about you every single day without fail. Yeah. Just 2 years later, Mark should mean I'm completely moved on already by now. Oh, baby, 2 years later, and you still occupy space in my mind I can't reclaim yet. People are shocked when I say it. You're still affected by losing you, like there's a time limit on grief. I've exceeded being 2 years later from ending. Oh, but 2 years later doesn't feel like enough time to forget someone who meant everything. Ooh, this 2 years later, Checking shows me healing doesn't follow predictable timelines. Oh, why am I still hurting 2 years later when society says that's too long to grieve? Maybe because real love doesn't disappear just because 2 years later arrived. But this 2 years later status makes me feel broken when I'm not healed yet fully. Like I'm doing something wrong being 2 years later and still carrying you with me. 2 years later I still carry you with me. 2 years later with me. 2 years later I still carry you with me. 2 years later with me. 2 years later I still carry you with me. 2 years later with me. 2 years later and I'm still not over you despite what people think I should be. This extended timeline name embarrasses me when 2 years later shouldn't mean heal. But 2 years later hasn't brought the closure everyone promised time would bring. I'm carrying you 2 years later and learning grief doesn't expire on schedule here. 2 years later means I've lived longer without you than feels possible to me. But the math doesn't change feelings 2 years later isn't enough yet for me. Maybe some people will be healed 2 years later, but I'm not them apparently. It's 2 years later, grief is mine to carry at my own pace regardless of judgment. Perhaps 2 years later will turn into 3 years or 5 or 10 before I'm truly free. 2 years later is where I am today, and I'm learning to accept my timeline. It's 2 years later, reflection shows me I'm making progress even if it's slow here. Perhaps 2 years later is actually significant healing I don't give myself credit for. Compared to where I was 2 years ago, I've come incredibly far in my journey. But this 2 years later, a milestone feels inadequate when I'm not completely healed yet. I'm judging myself for being 2 years later and still carrying pieces of you. 2 years later, I'm still not you with me. 2 years later, I'm 2 years later, I'm still not you with me. 2 years later with a real. 2 years later I'm still not here with me. 2 years later with me. Maybe in 2 more years later I'll finally be free completely from your hold on me. Maybe you'll always occupy some corner of my heart regardless of years later. But today, 2 years later is my reality, and I'm learning to accept my pace of healing that doesn't match what others think 2 years later should look like for me here. I'm still under your spell, even though you've been gone for months now. This under your spell state means you still have power over me remotely. I thought breaking up would break the spell, but I'm still under it completely. You're not here, but I'm under your spell, like you never actually left me. I'm under your spell, checking my phone, hoping you'll text me out of where this under your spell. Compulsion controls my actions without you being present. Every decision I make passes through the filter of being under your spell. Would you approve? Would you care? Would you notice I'm still under your spell? Being occupy my mind, constant lit without trying. I gave you this power and I'm under your spell, unable to take it back now. This under your spell, existence is embarrassing when you're not even thinking of me. How am I still under your spell when you're gone and living your life without me? Maybe because breaking up physically doesn't break the mental spell you cast, but this under your spell situation is giving you power you don't deserve anymore, over someone you abandoned, someone who should be free from being under your spell. I'm under your spell and you don't even know the power you still have over me. This spell you cast is still active, even though you're not here to maintain it. Being under your spell means I'm not free to move on while you're living freely. I need to break this spell before it destroys what's left of my independence here. I'm trying to break free from being under your spell, but I don't know how. Every attempt to escape just shows me how deeply under your spell I truly am. This under your spell reality is like addiction. I know it's bad but can't stop. You're my drug and I'm under your spell, even without you supplying the high anymore. Maybe time will break the spell when I'm under your spell. Let's each day gradually, but right now I'm completely under your spell and powerless to change it alone. This under your spell admission is the first step to breaking free eventually, hopefully. Perhaps being under your spell is about me giving you power, not you taking it. And I can't revoke that power by choosing to break the spell myself actively. But this under your spell state feels involuntary, like I have no control here. When you're pulling strings I didn't know existed while I'm under your spell. I'm under a spell and you don't even know the power you still have over me. This spell you cast is still active, even though you're not here to maintain it. Being under a spell means I'm not free to move on while you're living freely. I need to break this spell before it destroys what's left of my independence here. Eventually I'll break free from being under your spell when I'm strong enough to reclaim the power I gave you and take control of my own thoughts again. But today I'm still under your spell and working on breaking it one day at a time. Hoping soon I'll be free from the hold you have over me, even from far away. I have vertigo from how fast everything collapsed around me without warning here. The spinning is disorienting when ground disappeared beneath my feet suddenly, completely. Every moment of vertigo is me trying to find balance in a world that's tilted wrong. My dizziness is constant reminder nothing is stable anymore after you destroy foundation. I'm experiencing vertigo daily because losing you threw off my entire sense of balance and direction. This spinning is relentless when I can't find solid ground to stand on. After you pulled it from under me, every attempt to steady myself fails because vertigo is worse than actual spinning. World feels wrong. I'm dizzy all the time because nothing makes sense anymore after you destroyed everything I knew was stable. This disorientation is complete when up is down and left is right, making navigation sensation impossible for me. My vertigo is physical manifestation of emotional chaos you created by leaving so suddenly without warning. Every moment of spinning is me trying to find equilibrium in a world that's been tilted permanently wrong. Why do I have vertigo when I should be finding balance after months of trying to steady myself here? Maybe because losing you was so destabilizing, my sense of balance hasn't recovered from the shock of it. But this spinning is showing me I haven't found new equilibrium without you anchoring me to ground. Every moment of dizziness is confirmation I'm still completely unmoored from losing you so suddenly. I have vertigo from how fast everything collapsed around me without any warning or preparation here. Yeah, this spinning is disorienting when ground disappeared beneath my feet, suddenly and completely gone. Yeah, every moment of vertigo is me trying to find balance in a world that's been tilted permanently wrong. My dizziness is constant reminder nothing is stable anymore after you destroyed my entire foundation. I'm trying to cure vertigo by finding new stable ground, but nothing feels solid after you left suddenly. This spinning might be permanent state I live in now, because world can't be righted after you tilted. Maybe vertigo fade when enough time passes that I adjust to new tilted reality I'm living in now. But this disorientation is currently making it impossible to function when I can't find my balance ever. Every moment of dizziness is reminder you destroyed my equilibrium, leaving me spinning without anchor here. I'm learning to function while dizzy because vertigo isn't going away, and I need to live despite spinning. This disorientation is teaching me about how losing stability can create permanent state of spinning forever. Perhaps vertigo will eventually become normal, and I'll adjust to living in perpetually tilted world here. But this spinning is currently debilitating when I can't find solid ground after you pulled it from me. Every moment of it is me trying to function in a world that feels fundamentally wrong and unstable. I'm accepting vertigo might be permanent part of life now, because some destabilization is irreversible. I have vertigo, yeah, from how fast everything collapsed around me without any warning or time to prepare. Yeah, this spinning is disorienting when ground disappeared beneath my feet, suddenly and completely vanished. Every moment of vertigo is me trying to find balance in a world that's been tilted permanently wrong now. My dizziness is a constant reminder nothing is stable anymore after you destroyed my entire foundation. Maybe vertigo will fade when I build a new foundation solid enough to restore my sense of balance. When enough stability is created, that world rights itself, and I stop feeling like I'm constantly spinning. But today I'm dizzy and disoriented, unable to find solid ground after you pulled it all from under me. Learning that some losses create permanent vertigo when they destroy foundation you built entire life on.
Everyone says I just need to wait it out and time will heal this pain. But waiting it out feels impossible when every day is agony to endure. This waited out advice is well-meaning but not helpful when I'm suffering. How long do I have to wait it out before it actually starts getting better? I'm trying to wait it out like everyone suggests, patiently enduring pain. harder than they make it sound when you're in it. This waited out approach requires patience I don't have when I'm hurting. Every day I wait it out feels like forever. When will enough time pass? They say wait it out and you'll be fine eventually. But when is eventually? I'm waiting it out, but there's no timeline, no end point, no guarantee it works. This waited out strategy is my only option, but it feels passive and useless. How much longer do I have to wait it out before things improve for me? Maybe there's no set time and I just wait it out until it happens naturally. This waited out limbo is torture when I don't know if I'm making progress. Am I waiting it out correctly, or am I doing it wrong? Somehow extending pain, I'm trying to wait it out like everyone says, but it's harder than it sounds. This passive healing approach feels wrong when I wanna actively fix this. They say wait it out and time heals all, but I'm losing faith in the promise. How much longer do I wait it out before I'm allowed to feel better finally? I'm tired of waiting it out and it feels like nothing's changing at all here. Maybe I'm supposed to do more than just wait it out, passively hoping this waited out advice might be incomplete. Time plus work equals healing, maybe, but everyone just says wait it out, like time alone will solve everything. Yeah, perhaps wait it out is all I can do when there's no other solution available. But it feels wrong being passive about something causing me so much pain daily. This waited out phase is testing every bit of patience I possess right now. Maybe waiting it out is the answer and I need to trust the process more here. But this waited out uncertainty about when I'll feel better is maddening. How do I know if I'm waiting it out long enough or if more time is needed? There's no measuring stick for waited out progress, and that's frustrating. Everyone says, but it's harder than it sounds. This passive healing approach feels wrong when I wanna actively fix this. They say wait it out and time heals all, but I'm losing faith in the promise. How much longer do I wait it out before I'm allowed to feel better finally? Eventually waiting it out will work and I'll look back and understand why. But today I'm in the middle of waiting it out and it feels unbearable here. This waited out advice is all I have, so I'll keep waiting in as patiently as possible, hoping that eventually waiting it out will actually bring the relief. Promise. I'm watching you leave, and I can't move from this spot. My feet are frozen as you walk away from me forever. This watching you leave moment is burning in my memory. I'll remember exactly how this felt for the rest of my life. I'm watching you leave, carrying your bags down the hallway. Every step you take away from me breaks my heart a little more. Just watching you leave, silence is deafening between us now. Neither of us speaking, just the sound of your footsteps leaving. I wanna call out to you, beg you to stay, but I'm watching you leave, paralyzed by the finality of this moment happening right now. You don't look back, not even once, while I'm watching you leave it. Why am I just watching you leave instead of fighting for us? Maybe because I know nothing I say will change
Passivity is my acceptance, finally arriving that you made your decision. And I have to let you go now. I'm watching you leave and doing nothing to stop you walking away. This moment will haunt me forever. Your back disappearing through that door. Watching you leave is the hardest thing I've ever had to do in life. But I love you enough to let you go, even though it's killing me inside. Long after you've gone from sight, standing in the same spot, like moving will make it more real. This watching you leave, trauma, watching you leave. Trauma has me stuck in this moment, frozen. I can't process what just happened, that you actually left me here. Maybe I'll always be watching you leave, and some part of my mind replaying this scene over and over, wondering what I could have. Watching you leave was inevitable. We both knew this was coming. Perhaps watching you leave without fighting was the right choice here. Sometimes love means letting go when someone needs to be free. But this watching you leave moment is carved into my soul forever. For the image of you walking away will never fade from my memory. Now I'm watching you leave and doing nothing to stop you walking away. This moment will haunt me forever. Your back disappearing through that door. Watching you leave is the hardest thing I've ever had to do in life. But I love you enough to let you go, even though it's killing me inside. Eventually I'll stop watching you leave and move on with my life somehow. But today I'm frozen here replaying the moment you walked out that door. This watching you leave image is all I've left of our ending together. The last time I saw you choosing to leave me standing here alone forever. Weariness is bone deep exhaustion from carrying this weight too long. This fatigue is not physical, but emotional tiredness of existing like this. Every moment of weariness is me too tired to keep fighting or caring. My weariness is exhaustion, so complete I can barely function anymore. I'm consumed by weariness that makes everything feel too heavy to bear. This exhaustion is in my bones, making even breathing feel like effort. Hey, every moment of weariness is me too tired to keep going but unable to stop. I'm so exhausted from existing like this, that weariness is my constant state. Hey, hey, This fatigue is not something sleep can fix, because exhaustion is emotional. My weariness is making everything feel impossible when I'm too tired to try. Every moment of exhaustion is me barely functioning under this heavy fatigue. Hey, why is weariness so complete when I haven't done anything physically exhausting? Maybe because emotional exhaustion is deeper than any physical fatigue could be. But this weariness is showing me I'm too tired to keep existing like this. Hey, every moment of exhaustion proves weariness is consuming all my energy. Hey, 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 hey. Man, it's bone deep exhaustion from carrying this weight for too long. This fatigue is not physical, but emotional tiredness of existing like this. Every moment of weariness is me too tired to keep fighting or caring. Hey, my weariness is exhaustion, so complete I can barely function anymore. Hey, 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 hey. Exhaustion. I'm trying to rest, but weariness is too deep for sleep to fix it. This exhaustion might be permanent when I'm emotionally depleted completely. Maybe weariness will fade, but exhaustion is all I can feel right now. Hey, but this fatigue is teaching me about how emotional exhaustion is deep. Every moment of weariness is me understanding exhaustion is consuming me. I'm accepting weariness because overcoming it seems impossible when I'm this tired. Hey, this exhaustion is teaching me about how weariness makes everything feel impossible. Perhaps weariness will fade when I rest enough to recover emotional energy. But this exhaustion is currently complete, making rest insufficient to help. Every moment of weariness proves fatigue is too deep for simple rest to fix. I'm weary, accepting exhaustion might be permanent state I exist in now. You in this bone deep exhaustion from carrying this weight too long. Yeah, fatigue is not physical, but emotional tiredness of existing like this. Every moment of weariness is me too tired to keep fighting or caring. Yeah, yeah, yeah. My weariness is exhaustion, so complete I can barely function at all anymore. Maybe weariness is exhaustion. Maybe weariness will fade when emotional energy is restored through rest. When enough recovery happens, that exhaustion is replaced with basic energy. But today weariness is complete, and I'm too tired to do anything at all. Learning that weariness is emotional exhaustion, deeper than any physical fatigue. Hey.